Now let's go into forgiveness. Four things, because you always have to, humans like a little list. So we have 4 S's. That's why before we couldn't do polarization, because it didn't fit in. Linda, if you could write for us, please. 4 S's of forgiveness. In particular, I don't want you really to feel into this is for you, but also for others that come along. First one, and foremost, the one that really applies to you, the first forgiveness for separation. Not polarization, because these are all going to be S's, for separation. Separation. And these are the 4 S's of forgiveness. Separation. There is a guilt, shame that you are carrying around, and been carrying around for a long time, that you did something wrong by getting separated. It would be like if you were driving down the road and suddenly you got lost and you feel terrible about it, and the first thing you say is, what did I do wrong? I should have brought the map. I should have brought a GPS. My boyfriend told me that I should have done this, and I didn't listen, and I feel terrible, and now I got lost. Hold it a second. Did you really get lost? Or did you just get off the road for a different type of experience? Did you really get separated from spirit? No, there's a very deep wound that you have from that. Goes way, way back to when you crossed through the wall of fire a long time ago. But it's also very current, very present. And you keep repeating separation over and over, trying to learn something new. And what one of Linda's favorite sayings, what is the definition of
insanity?
Insanity, Linda. Definition of insanity is?
Doing the same thing over and over and over again.
It's got the light on it now.
Doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different outcome.
Yes. So, you continue to set up experiences of separation in your life. Separation from family, spouses, jobs, and yourself, of course. Experiencing separation over and over, trying to figure it out. Have you? No. Don't answer, I'll answer for you. Have you? No. So there's this anxiety about separation. And it's one of the big anxieties about death, actually, because you think you're going to go through another level of separation, which you do, but it's a nice one. And so you have this anxiety. And the first thing about forgiveness is let go of that separation. You didn't get lost. You really didn't get separated. You just took a different path to have a different type of experience. And then you got these tapes in your head. I should have listened. Didn't one of those angels up there say, don't go to earth, don't go to earth? I should have listened. And I should have listened. Didn't the angels gather around me? Oh, you're going to earth? Ooh, why wouldn't? And it's been a series of those type of things happening lifetime after lifetime after lifetime. So let's right now do some forgiveness. Remember, forgiveness is saying, wasn't me. And I didn't really get lost, and I really didn't get separated. You never did at all. Let's take a deep breath with the forgiveness of separation. And you get separated. You just took a little bit different path for a good reason. Really, would you just want to be like one of the other humans right now? I heard a few of you say, yes, anything, please. That's why I'm here. Adamus, please. Generally, no. Really, would you want to be in some of these other planetary or galactic systems just waiting for a chance to get down here to Earth to pick up a body so you could learn about ascension from me? No. So you took a different path as what you now call yourself Shambhala, spiritual pioneers, or a few other things. A path not only less traveled, but never traveled, actually. So, separation. Let's take a deep breath for forgiveness. Or, what? That wasn't me. I didn't get separated. I didn't do it. That wasn't me. And the moment you do, the moment you take that deep breath in your radiance, suddenly changes the dynamic so that tomorrow isn't going to be another today. And once you take that deep breath, you realize it was never really a separation. How could you be? Mentally, you try to separate the soul and the human and the body and all this other stuff and your chakras and everything else. You're not separated. You are a body of consciousness, a body of God. Second, forgiveness. And more traditional, sin.
Ooh.
I had to do S's today, so you'd remember. So when we do our quiz next month, what did he say? It started with an S. Oh, sex it. No. Sin, karma, destiny, and fate. They're all the same. Different words for the exact same energetic dynamic. There are no sins. There are none. Oh, don't philosophically argue with me saying, but isn't murder a sin? I'm not even going to go there with you because you're not going to do it. It doesn't apply to you. If I was talking to a group at the prison, we might have something different to speak about. But you notice I'm here. You know, that's one thing. I'm sorry, but I've been in prison. Not that kind. A big crystal.
We haven't heard this.
So you never find me on the inside of those bars. I'm not going there. I'll be on the outside. Freedom! Freedom! I got it, you don't. I have a little fun with prisoners. My God, don't get so serious about it. Oh, the energy, boom, energy just crashed. Really? Drive by the prisons. I got freedom. Why not? Get them out of there yesterday, because in prison yesterday really is like today. I mean, it really is. You think you had it bad, go to prison. Some of you have been. Really, no, really, a little, I got freedom, you don't. That'll piss them off. What happens when you get angry? You change, you shine some of your new potential. Yeah, to get there, maybe a little anger to get there, but so what? Change is change. I got freedom, look at you. You got 30 more years. I love you. Thank you. Oh, I'm so happy when somebody gets it. The rest were unsure whether it was appropriate to laugh. Socially appropriate? Politically correct? Spiritually correct? That's worse than politically correct. Is that spiritually correct? Does it matter? No. And even if you did, you'd say, oh, that wasn't me. Sin. Let's take a deep breath. Deep breath. There is no sin, there's no karma, unless you want there to be. Oh, it's been pounded into you, drilled into you. That's an interesting concept. But it's just not true. Sin begets sin. Do you realize that? Sin. And you're told, many of you are told you have original sin. Oh, and if sin begets sin, you're in for a wagon load of trouble. Because once you think you sinned, actually, there's kind of an interesting human consciousness phenomenon. Well, I already sinned. I'm already going to hell. I might as well really go for it now. What does it matter? I'm a sinner. Just go for it. Sinners really actually have never met somebody who's totally redeemed. That's the bad part. There's no standard. They just meet other sinners. Their world is filled with sinners. And people trying for it. Thank you. Do you have an Adamus award for these two laughers? Please.
I have an IOU for her.
An IOU. What would you rather have, an IOU or a real Adamus award? A real Adamus award. Yeah, IOU.
I'll get my car keys.
Do a little manifesting here.
I have to go home.
Get their addresses.
Oh, okay,
yes.
okay.
Give them a little token gift in the meantime. What don't you have? What do you want? You want some money? We have money over here. Oh, hell, we have money right here. Guys, here's money. Oh, my God, for your troubles. For your troubles, take money, please. Oh, my God. Thank you. Linda. You need to check his. That'll tide you over until the Adamus Award comes, because that is more valuable than gold, more coveted than money. Where were we? Sin. Sinners. Let's take a good humorous breath for forgiveness of sin. There really isn't any. And yeah, some of you are saying, oh, yes, but there's not, unless you want there to be. There's no buts about it. There is no sin unless you want to believe it, sucker. I truly, quote me on that. Because you have to be to buy into that old system. You really have to be. You know, it's one thing to say, yes, I'm learning, and there's certain things that energetically feel better. I probably am not going to do that again because energetically it didn't feel good. But the minute you label it as sin, you've become a sucker. And I mean that, not as a nasty word. You have to now be an energy sucker, because a sinner feels bad. And they're victims, and they're going to suck the energy from other people. I'm a sinner. They're either going to steal from them or do something bad again, or just like, oh, would you help me? I'm such a sinner. Oh, Father, help me. Whatever. Please, I've done bad sin. Now you are sucking energy. Sinners are suckers. Great bumper sticker. Sinners are suckers. Try driving to prison with that bumper sticker on. Try pulling up in front of church on Sunday with not my car. What car? Boom. A surefire way to get a new one.